Susan Frink Anderson back here at the Journey Inn once again. Remember last time when I left you, had the cowgirl hat on? We were talking about masks and the ways that we hide ourselves, different roles, different glasses. I did a whole video on it. Today, I'm going to go on from there, but I'm going to be talking about the masks that we have inside of us and what that does. So I'm going to put my mask down here for a minute. I'm going to take off my cowgirl hat, and I'm going to be the real me, and I'm going to do a little bit of talking to you about intimacy. My book, Murture, is different from a lot of books. It's not a how-to book. It's not to tell you, if you do this, this, and this, you can get rid of your masks. You can be a totally different person. It's about how to use a dynamic system from inside out, because inside of you are where the masks are, and those masks block intimacy. So what is intimacy? Well, I'll use my mask pointer. Intimacy means see into me deeply. It means see into others deeply. It means connecting and relating. We are wired for intimacy. There's even books written about this. Notice, title on this one, Wired for Intimacy. Our brain is hardwired to be relational with others and ourselves and God. So that's what intimacy is all about. Close relationships, God, self, and others. The true spirit inside of us is called the core self. If you never know who your core or true self is, you're not going to have intimacy. So here's kind of just a quick little drawing that I made here, and it's showing what a non-integrated or a not nurtured person is. Here's your behaviors, way out's here. Ants, automatic negative thoughts. Everybody has systems of them, and they are ants that actually you go to. You automatically negatively react. You have triggers, and these ants come from this fog, fear, obligation, and guilt that you set up as a little kid. Way to protect yourself so that sometimes you were hurt. Sometimes mommy hurt you, daddy hurt you, teacher, sister, brother, lots of people hurt you. So automatically we go into the survival. Gotta hide and protect this core self. That's our inner being. Way down here inside of everybody is this most amazing inner being. So that's what Murture is about. I show you a system on how to get into that so that you can have more positive thoughts instead of operating out of a negative false self or any false self. Some people just form a positive. But anyway, so you can get rid of good, bad, and ugly divisions that keep you blocked from having your intimate relationships. You still can have your boundaries that protect you, but masks and filters, the good and perfect people, the heroes, the scapegoats, victims, they've been very, very hurt. Roles, titles, lost child, don't know who I am as an adult. These filters all set up the need to fight, flight, or freeze. That just means you either get the mad angries, so you drive people away, or you get the scared little rabbit, so you just freeze. Or maybe even you do all of these things. You go numb, like a possum, play dead, unconscious, or whatever else. You angry behaviors, you blame other people for everything. All this stuff can get gone, absolutely gone. But you have to find out what's lurking below first. Now I drew a little window here. It's very famous. It's called the Johari window in psychology. These really intelligent psychologists back in 1955 set this up to show the 4 parts of our inner being. There's a self. This is known and known. Known to you, known to me. So if I see you, I'll show you and you'll show me who you are on the surface. That's known. Unknown, that's blind spots. Things I don't know about me, but you meeting me, you'll notice, Susan does this, but I may not even and be aware of that. And then there's underneath the lines. So these are the things that are unknown, secret, or hidden that I know about me, but you are not going to know because I'm not going to show them to you if I don't want to. And then, this is the part that's the most interesting. It's called the unconscious self. Now, this is what needs to be explored. If I never went out west, if I never lived in Colorado, if I never went to California, if I never traveled to the places, I wouldn't know anything about those places unless I read it in a book. But I wouldn't have experienced it, so I could read about it. But that's not knowing. What I'm talking about is getting down inside and learning what's down there so you can know who really, because this is where the core self is. It's deep down. So you might be asking yourself, well, that's all good information, but how do I find that out? That's what the Murture system is all about. I wrote this book so that you could have a chance at getting rid of some of the past things that you set up. There's stories in here in this book. There will be stories of other people, some of my clients, some of the things they had learned, how to journal, how to then get in touch and get self-awareness. The first thing you need to do is look into yourself. Otherwise, trust me, you'll be looking into others. And that is not a good way to live your life, because that's the outside coming at you. All the time, you're being reactive. You want to be proactive. Be the pro for you, know you, so that you can show you. So, the purpose of this is to realize love, true love, authentic love, and really get deep into awakening your real self, seeing into yourself, enlightening your spirit. I'll talk in just a minute. What does that spirit mean? Identity. You know who you are, so people don't keep knocking you out of that ring and telling you, no, you're some crazy blah, 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 whatever they're saying about you. Or even if they're saying, oh, you're so sweet, you're so kind, you're so nice, and you love that, so you more of that. No, this is where you're authentic, you're real, and then you grow and develop as you commune with yourself and communicate with others honestly. You get more and more transparent. Not all at once. Oh no, that could be scary. I've had clients that actually did try to pull off all the masks all at once. It's not good. You can have some kind of a meltdown. So little by little, that's what Murture does. It's systematic, and it gets into the systems that were corrupted. And God, self, and others. Remember, that's always what you're doing, letting God in to show you who you are, and then sharing that with others in whole, vulnerable, healthy ways from a mature spirit. Spirit, what does that mean? Well, to me, it means the things that were in me from the beginning. Like I knew early on as a little kid what was right, what felt right, but over time, people started shaping and conditioning that. So the spirit of me is my true self. When I combine that with the Spirit of God, which we call the Holy Spirit, that is the whole Spirit of God that gets down inside of you, and it's divine love. It awakens a whole new you that you get to develop. Now, it's parts of you that are very much the same. Like a lot of me is very much the same, but it's this love. It's this vitamin D, the divine, that gets in, and it starts, pushing out the junk, the stuff you don't need, and you take in this pure, authentic love. Remember last time I talked to you about the butterfly, so I'm going to show that to you again. You get out of your cocoon, out of your fake, phony masks, let those down when you feel like it, and pretty soon, this is who you are, the real you, ready to soar and fly. So come back again. I'm going to tell you more about how to soar. Bye-bye for now.